Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Hey folks, this is just a quick one. This was actually sent to me by Young Grizzly. He talked about the era of the diesel is in full swing, and I kind of agree with him. It's not quite in full swing, but it's getting there. And as you can see, this is a park in Chicago where they're actually doing pole dances and lap dances for money in a public park with no kind of shame. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? So, and they just happen to be black. Now, I'm not saying that white women don't do this. I would have thought the white woman would have done it first. Now, I did see a while back during COVID, a drive-up strip joint where guys remained in their cars and they handed the money out, the tips out in the car, because I thought it was hilarious. But those were white people. Okay. Black folks, man, we got to do it a little ghetto. All right, you got to put up a pole in a freestanding pole in a park, and get the passers by to drop a couple of dollars. Well, I guess it's not too much away from being a street performer and singing or playing an instrument and stuff like that, and people dropping dollars in a hat. So I guess, hey, it's just a variation on a theme. Let's put it that way. But it shows you that this stuff is coming. So if this catches on, man, when you have to, every park you go to, there's going to be a stripper pole. It's going to be interesting, man. It shows you that the level of morality is going to sink down pretty quickly. But in a financial crisis, that usually is what happens. So don't be surprised if you see replications of stuff like this, right? Also, there's about 3 or 4 articles I saw. I may read them later about them decriminalizing or trying to decriminalize prostitution. I think New Orleans was one. I think Oregon was one, Maine, and there was one more. I just can't remember which one it was. But now you see states and cities trying to actively decriminalize prostitution. I said to one brother, I think it's in Art of Whitmore's Hangout, what's the easiest way for a woman to make money? Use what she has, which is to open her legs. Now, they used to call a woman's coochie ATM machine. So I guess that's going to have to be fairly true. I guess instead of an ATM machine, it's going to be a debit card. Huh? They're going to go ahead and cash it in and get back money for it. But my other channel, man, I put up a video about the rent moratorium ending and how it's going to cause single mothers to be put out in the street or come close to it. So you're going to have a apocalypse, man, happening in a little bit. So beware of the big head calls, because I've had about, 10, 15 of my subscribers actually say that they've been getting the hey big head calls, and from some of the most unlikely sources. So even women with jobs, even women with careers that need help are going to be calling, are going to be going into the crates looking for old boyfriends or old acquaintances or even old fuck buddies to actually hook up with men for security. And, if you're in for that and you know what it is and you get in like the game knowing that it's a mutual exchange, I had no problem with it. Back in the day, dudes had no problem with it. If a woman needed help and she needed a place to stay and she was willing to, give equal value in exchange, dudes would actually do it. And so I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is if you're going to do it, and some of you guys are, do it knowing that it's not love. It's a mutual exchange. She needs something, you want something. And don't be afraid to drive a hard bargain. And don't be afraid to, hey, hit the block, even if you don't buy, And then I used to do this, hit the block, even if I don't block, I would ask, how much is it? What's it going for? And they would tell me. So you know exactly what the price of coochie is, what the price of sex is. And so when a chick come to you, mouthing off about how much she's worth, you know exactly how much she's worth because you've already priced it in several different areas, high and low. Because I was looking at this video with this dude, he had to pay $600 for a date. He was pissed because he he overpaid. He could have dropped the $600 on that chick and banged her. He could have dropped that $600 on that chick and actually had sex with, just put it in her pocket, rather than her ordering a dinner so that she can go back and brag about how she actually bamboozled this guy into paying all this money for a dinner, for a date, and he got nothing. And then the guy's upset. And he's talking to her at the end. Well, I guess he put her on blast. He put her on video. He's gonna get some kind of notoriety out of it. I wouldn't even complain. Take your L and move on, man. And sometimes that's what you got to do. But in the era of the diesels, I don't know why you guys paying so much money for a date anyway. Now, if you like the girl, you're trying to get with the girl, you're trying to make that girl yours. Okay, that's different. Okay, you do what you need to do. But just having sex, just having a date, or having a hookup, it'd be better off you spend that money on a personal trainer. Get your mind right, get your body right, and cut down on the price that you have to spend to be with that chick. I'm not saying that you don't spend. The thing is, you try to drive the best bargain that you can for whatever it is that you want. Now, me, myself, I think the exchange should be mutual, but the thing is, it isn't. In this society, hey, guys have to pay. Here's what it is. Guys have to pay. So since you have to pay, you determine what the price is that you're going to pay. And you try to do what you can to, like I said, drive a hard bargain. If you're buying a brand new car, you want to drive a bargain for that new car. You don't want to get paid top dollar for a car and somebody walks in and pays, $15,000 less for the same car. It'll make you mad. So know your worth, know what the price of things are, and tell a chick in a heartbeat that what you got comes standard on every model. And you got to show me something beside an engine and a gas pedal and a steering wheel. And you're going to have to make these chicks do other things. If she can't cook, she better learn. She can't clean, she better learn. She can't run errands and be supportive, she better learn if she's going to be your woman. Now, if she's just there to smash, I say coffee money. Like Tim Ferriss says, the minimum effective dose. I'm not saying be cheap. The thing is quality at a good price. So if you know how things are built and know what things are worth, as far as the components that go into whatever it is, you can determine what a good price or a fair price is. And you don't want it too cheap, because if it's too cheap, guess what's going to happen? You're taking a risk, especially nowadays. So you want to be, you don't want the bottom, but you don't want the price to be too far from that. But like I said, this is just one more example, man, of the era of diesel, man. The strip parties in the park, man, for dollars in a public park. Like I said, is there no shame? I guess in the post-COVID, I guess there won't be any shame. Where people getting put out of their houses and there are not enough jobs out there. They keep saying there's plenty of jobs, but I don't think so. And the jobs that they're offering are like minimum wage. So if a chick can actually put up a stripper pole in a park and make her bread for the week and then roll on off, I say more power to her. I guess they're going to decriminalize strip joints in the park. Okay, as long as they don't get completely nude, it's okay. If they just kind of drop their shorts or something like that, I don't even know how they do it. I'd be curious to see how they do it. I would love to see exactly what is entailed in a what do they call it, a renegade. That's what it is. What's pimps called renegade? In a renegade strip joint. I would love to see what is entailed, how they actually do it. I wonder if they have like a little rope and a bouncer. That'd be funny. It would be hilarious. But anyway, y'all, take it with a grain of salt. Your mileage may vary. Be careful out there and stay away from the big head calls. With that, I'm gonna bounce off of here. This is BGS out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.